Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to yet another anniversary. The channel has turned 5 years old today, and I don't think I was going to do anything for this anniversary. I didn't do anything for it last year. In 2020, we did a little 3 years of Aaron Kelly video, which was good fun. But I wasn't sure if I was going to do something this year, but I was like, you know what? It's 5 years. It's a pretty big milestone. I put out a TikTok on my account there today, and it really does show how far the channel has come since 2017. 2017! May 21st, 2017 was the first upload of the Aaron Kelly channel, and to celebrate us reaching 5 years without being cancelled, without getting bored of this, and just everything else that comes with that, I've decided to do yet another Q&A. It's the third one we've done on the channel. The first one we've done actually in a long time. It's been a while since we've done a Q&A, which is kind of part of the reason why we are doing it. So without further ado, no more arsing around, and let's get into it. If you want to enjoy, subscribe and like and all that kind of crack, and yeah, let's get into it. What did you want to be when you grew up? Okay, I wanted to work in animation. I wanted to make cartoons when I was younger. I remember that being like the first kind of job. I went through different stages of wanting to do different things at different times. And of course, there was a stage where I thought I was going to be a professional footballer. Definitely, if you watch back on the channel and you're a fan of the channel, you would know that I was very delusional and far off the truth. But yeah, the first thing I wanted to be, as far as I can remember, back in like 3rd or 4th class, I told people I wanted to be a cartoonist or an animator, something along those lines. And yeah, if you could choose any career right now, what would it be? This. Making YouTube videos. I think I've made that quite abundantly clear that if I was ever given a chance to do my dream job right now, it'd be this. Best goal scored on the channel. My Mo Salah recreation from last year. I won't hear any other arguments in the comments. I'm sure people will leave their thoughts. But for me, just the way I strike that ball, it's like the perfect knuckleball. It rattles the stanch as well. I just don't think you beat that. Which video are you most proud of? Bake Off 2. Everything about that recording day. Well, not everything. Most things about that recording day just went absolutely swimmingly, and the video came out absolutely beautifully, I think, as well. Does it feel weird being on YouTube for 5 years? Yeah, honestly, it's kind of flown by, if we're being honest. 2017, 2018, 2019, I kind of said this to someone recently that those were kind of my breaking in years on YouTube. I think for those 3 years I spent a lot of time switching around my content. Obviously football was always the core of what I wanted to do, and I think it definitely is the core of what I want to do moving forward. But you know, we did a lot of different things over the 3 years. We did gaming to like commentary style videos to skits and stuff like that, and they were all great. I love what I'm doing now, and honestly still my first video was, as I said, the Cristiano Ronaldo goal recreations episode. Those are still my favorite types of videos to make. How did you come about starting your channel, and what age were you? I was 17 when I started my YouTube channel. I was in 5th year in secondary school, so suffice to say, it took me a while to tell people that I was doing YouTube, because you know, in small town Ireland, it's probably not the most socially acceptable thing. My advice to anyone that wants to do it though, fucking do it. Who gives a shite what anyone else thinks? Do you know what I mean? And how did I come about starting YouTube? Well, it was a funny story. We went out filming a couple of the early videos, just literally going down the pitch where we always film. It was me and Danny and our Spanish exchange student that we had at the time, Alex. We went down filming a couple of vids, and eventually one day, you know, I was editing them on my phone just like for shits and giggles, you know, to pass the time. It was kind of a case of, I have these videos here, I've edited them, you know, why not post them to YouTube? What's the worst that can happen? Where do you see yourself and the channel in 5 years time? Ah, fuck knows, lads. I didn't think I'd make it this far and still be doing YouTube videos, but I've just loved every single minute of it so far. You could say, oh, you know, I've certainly not blown up yet, but I don't think when I started YouTube blowing up was ever the goal. I think I just enjoyed making videos, and as long as that continues being the mindset, who knows where the channel might end up. But you know, I'm enjoying what I'm doing, enjoying making videos, entertaining people, and constantly improving, hopefully. I mean, if you look at my videos from 2017, we've come a long way since then. Can you give us a setup tour? Jesus, there's not much of a setup. Right, what I'll do is, I have my phone here, so what we'll do is I'll give you a little look at the setup from my perspective. So I ignore everything that's happening in the background there. It's an absolute mess, but at the minute I'm talking into this Blue Yeti mic that Grivach got me for my 21st. There's the camera we're using. Laptop there so I can see myself, all that kind of crack. I brought the TV and the PS5 out here for an upcoming series. Keep an eye on that. In terms of the setup behind me, it's a lot of relics from the channel, if you will, from down the years. Obviously, PS5 box, gotta flex that. We got a little Among Us figure. We had a lovely little period of Among Us on the channel. FIFA card, of course. If you're an OG of the channel, you will remember this very, very well. This series, one of the first I've done on the channel. Little Champions League replica there. A lot of jerseys. You know, we got the Aaron Kelly for Clash. It's gonna happen. A lot of pop figures there that I've acquired recently, and then we got a load of jerseys up the top here that you can't even really see all that well often in the shots. You know, quite a variety of jerseys there. A lot of Liverpool stuff up this corner, which Danny did help me with the setup with. This giraffe mask, you know, if you're able to tell me where this originated from, I'll be very, very impressed with you. Some more pop figures down here, and I've moved my Marvel collection over here, but I do want to move it back to its original point and hang up a shelf there. And then we got the clock that, you know, I made in lockdown. Well, I actually made it back in school, but I varnished it in lockdown last year, and we got a couple of pop figures hanging up there. So yeah, that is the setup. I was thinking of doing like a behind the scenes of a football video, like a live football video that we do from really a goal recreations episode or something along those lines. If that's something you guys would like to see, let me know. 15 likes and I'll know you want it. How many toddlers could you take in 1-to-1 combat? I reckon I'd take over 100. What way I would work it is, I'd be way too quick for them, and I'd just run. Say if you give us like a battle arena, yeah, I would just run to different points, and obviously some of the toddlers will be faster than others, and I can take them out in tiny groups, and you know, swift little knee to the head. This might not be great for the brand, the fact that I'm talking about beating up toddlers. Let's move on. Any video concepts / ideas that you would like to do again? Now, we do want to do another bake-off, of course, and if you guys managed to go down to the comment section of the last bake-off, Mr. Grievach, the winner, spoiler alert, of the last bake-off, in fact, did call out Nigel himself. So that is something that definitely does need to get done. If you were to make your own YouTube 1-to-11, who would be in it? Now, I've actually had a little bit of a think about this, and here's what I've come up with. Right, I've gone with Charlie Morley in goal. I was initially going to go with Hugh Izzy, but you know, Charlie Morley is like the classic YouTube goalie. Like, he's unbelievable. I don't think he makes videos anymore though. I've gone for Jay Swingler at right back, so remember he played there at one of the Sidemen charity matches one year. Wrote to Shaw at left back, again simply because I've seen him play there a couple of times and he seems pretty solid. Can be a little bit wild in the tackle, but I feel like he'd do a decent job. I've gone for Josh Peters and Reeve at centre back. Again, it was a Sidemen charity match. I'm not sure which one. It might have been 2016 or something like that. Them two were at centre back and it was like unbelievable. It was like prime Beckenbauer and Maldini beside each other, to be honest. The two wings then I've gone for Toby and Manny. I feel like they're just too tricky, very, very quick as well. Will be very, very difficult to mark. Okay, I'm making a last minute change here. Chris MD plays centre mid alongside JMX. I was gonna put KSI in, but then I remembered the holy trinity of the Sidemen charity match in maybe it was 2017. I'm not too sure, but you had JMX in the 6, you had Josh Peters and Reeve at centre back, and it was just formidable. You couldn't get past them. So JMX goes in there, and up front they've gone for Minnie Minter and Theo Baker. I think that team would actually take on and probably win the Champions League, if we're being honest. Alright lads, that is where we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for your questions. Some of them were absolutely brilliant. And thank you guys so much again for sticking with us over this 5 years. It's been an absolute honour to hopefully keep you guys entertained over the 5 years. And like I said, I don't even feel like I've fully got started yet. So that can only be a good thing. Right lads, that is all from me for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for 5 years, and here is to the next 5. Take care and peace.